Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ. And up next, we have rapper turned radio host Young Jock defending Drake after music executive Ray Daniels called out Drake for suing UMG over promoting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Other than OVO, Mal, and Ish, not too many people have actually come to Drake's defense on this topic of the lawsuit, since it's painfully obvious to see how hypocritical it is. Because the question I keep asking is, would Drake actually be suing if he were still getting his way over at Universal in terms of contract demands and attention? I think not. But Jock, out of all people, is definitely someone I wouldn't have been shocked hearing he agrees with Drake. Because when he was rapping, he was as industry as they came. Suing over a diss is definitely flagrant, and if Drake has a case, then Meek has a case. His attorneys are probably drafting something up right now as we speak. And I'm joking, but suing over rap beef is obviously really corny, and you trying to martyrize yourself by making yourself the victim. It's kind of crazy when you were the biggest bully on the block. So enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video where we have rapper turned radio host Young Jock defending Drake after music executive Ray Daniels called out Drake for suing UMG over them promoting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. And definitely comment if you guys remember Jock's luxurious perm. Bro looked like a 1950s black rock star.
Can I jump in? I want to say this. So this is what I think really happened. So number one, I know Amber Rose had a statement where she said it's easy to pick on Drake because he's biracial, and she's partially telling the truth. And here's why. Because there's a safety that I feel with Jock. Why? Because we from the South Side. Shanika, we from the South Side. Like, it's different, right? It's like, I know that we want to protect our hood or everything. I just know it's different, right? So I think that what happens with Drake is that he gets in these rooms with these white men, these very, very powerful white men.
Oh, he thinks he's one of them. And guess what? They're going to remind you that you are not.
Man, and they talk to his Jewish side in those private rooms. And they told him the truth. Like, let me tell you how we really do this shit, since you one of us. And I think that he knew all of that. And then he saw it work against him. And once it worked against him, he sued them. And my message to Drake would be this: don't sue them, air them the fuck out. If you really want to get black people on your side, because we fuck with you, instead of playing.
The thing is, with the timing, I don't think it would have worked either. If you were just doing it because you fell out of favor, that's one thing. But if you genuinely wanted to make some change, I don't think it should have took all this for it to happen. Because the smaller artists have definitely been getting screwed since the inception of the music industry. And it was still going on while you were allegedly benefiting from this very same system. That's why it seems so hypocritical. And like I said, would you really be doing this if you were still that guy? If you were their golden goose, getting all their attention and getting that $600 million deal you wanted?
A white man's way and suing them? Do the black Twitter route and air them the fuck out. What did they say to you behind closed doors? Because I'm be real with you, they done said so much shit to me behind closed doors in them buildings that I'm like, fuck, and you can't speak on it because it kills your career. Obviously, I wrote a letter and they was like, get rid of him, he speaks up. They don't like niggas that air them out. So instead of airing out LeBron fucking bitches through academics, which is some whack nigga shit to do, let me give you some real nigga shit to do. Air the shit that they say to you in those private rooms out right now, and you'll get the whole community loving and fucking with you again.
I don't know if that's really a possibility. Even if you were to go and air them out, I feel like a lot of people would kind of see it as a very inauthentic way of doing it. A lot of people have definitely stood their ground when it comes to how they perceive Drake, and honestly, it's because of how he's moved. So even if he were to go and air out these people, I feel like it would still be seen as Karen behavior, honestly.
Because it's not making sense to us because we don't understand what they're saying. I'm 100% black. So when I walk in the room, I don't get the other conversations. But if you got
So you support what he's saying?
What he saying?
Because he kind of said that we don't do this, we don't do that. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all right here. The moment someone stands up on a situation that they can stand up on, meaning you have every basis, every grounds to stand up on this, and you're the one who decides you're gonna go against the culture and do it, it's wrong to your culture. But when you come to the federal court, when you gotta stand in front of those judges and those prosecutors, it's real.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Just because they didn't do with ether and all this fucking, that's part of our culture, that doesn't mean it's right.
But I feel like the biggest factor in all that, yeah, some of the stuff that's said is obviously wrong, but the fact that you engaged is the biggest thing. So you can't go and engage not just one record, but like 4 records, and then cry foul after because you got demolished. That's what makes it look really hypocritical. And it's not like he just kept it hip-hop. The guy was slandering Kendrick as well. The guy was throwing out his narratives as well. They obviously just didn't stick the way Kendrick's did, but we can't move the goalpost now and act as if Drake didn't have any part in taking the beef in the direction it went.
No.
Nas ain't never sold as much as Drake. Let's be very clear.
If you choose, if I say you're a pedophile,
well, Drake is a pop star.
If I say right here, what's your name? B Mill. Hey, that boy B Miller be fucking little kids.
See, but that's the thing, man. Right now, he took it too far. Kendrick never said anything like that. All he did was point out the fact that, yeah, Baca has a really weird case, which honestly is public record and you can see for yourself. If the public and the culture went on and created their own narrative, it's truly on them. But Drake started throwing mud first, so he can't be mad if he comes out dirty afterwards when he's the one that initiated that part.
So I got a question.
One mic rule, guys.
I want to hear Jock's side. Go ahead, Jock.
Messing with your livelihood, and you can't come back from this. You start losing endorsements. You lose your fucking house. Your wife leave you, nigga. Your kids, they thought the family of your wife started saying, "Yo, you shouldn't have him around them."
Yeah, but that's the same argument you could probably use for Kendrick Lamar too. You were throwing DV allegations on him, so yeah, that's obviously something that could affect his pockets as well. And he could also lose endorsements. Let's not forget that Kendrick Lamar is also a premier act.
They figure out a way to get a restraining order. You can't tell kids, you will be fucked up, bro.
But for the record, he never called Drake a pedophile.
Exactly.
He said what? He said a homie.
He said a homie.
Yeah,
He said certified pedophile. Why is he around?
Yeah.
That's why I
Baca.
Pedophile.
That's why I love this show.
Pedophile.
Jock just said it. If it messes with my livelihood, that's a problem, right?
Is it messing with Drake's livelihood right now?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, but
But I feel like Drake has done even more to harm his career than he could put the blame on anyone else. Because I don't honestly think his career would be in the position it was if he weren't to have had done like half the stuff he was doing, like the lawsuit. And the dude kept engaging through summer, throwing shots throughout the year, even after the beef.
well, let me. I'm gonna just add. Okay, go ahead.
So here's my thing. So I'm telling academics, hey, homie, stepping out.
Yeah.
That's not messing with LeBron James's legacy and his livelihood.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So consider the source. That's what I'm saying. This crybaby man.
Say it, nigga.
No, he's a crybaby.
Hypocrite.
Bitch.
But yes, I love that.
Look at Jock.
He's a crybaby
that we know is
bitch.
just an upstanding role model. He's cool. Everybody likes him. Anybody.
Snoop Dogg.
Okay, Snoop, right?
Jock said, I'm sorry.
I mean, for now, because he's definitely getting criticized right now for performing at that inauguration ball.
Okay, so here's my thing. If this is Kendrick versus Snoop, and he's messing with Snoop, then way cool. Drake, you've been fucking with folks forever. And now it's on you. Take that. It's like, put it to you like this. There was a little kid that decided to get into the wider war. He was 15 years old, and they're like, you killed a little kid. And you know what he said when he shot him? Take your medicine, son. You stepped out here. I ain't tell you to come out here with a gun.
That's
you
true.
did.
He begged him to. And then I will say, this is my thing. Drake
drop.
asked for this. He did. And he accused Kendrick Lamar in his song First of being an abuser and saying that Kendrick Lamar's child is his manager's kid.
Young Jock is getting tag team right now. Pause.
So that's hold on. So is that not defamatory to say that I whoop my wife and that my kid's not mine? So
what about if that
can it be?
Well, you can't prove the Drake line either. If that's the case, then both are null and void, according to what you just said.
But you cannot. You cannot say something and then get mad at the reaction that you get.
I'm not standing.
You can't get mad at the reaction you
somebody
get.
goes to the bottom of hell to make allegations about you, unless you have proof, because we can say he didn't say certified pedophile, but me being on radio 20 plus years, people listen at a third grade level. I ain't never heard the shit that y'all just said. I heard certified pedophile. Point blank and period. Exactly.
That's the connection.
But that's on the listener's interpretation. It has nothing to do with how it was actually written.
That is what I heard every time I hear the song. So with that being said, like, people saying that Drake rules are what should be the norm in this hip-hop industry. He came from Canada, okay? This is somebody who, at the end of the day, black people rock with Drake, white people love him. His mixture of the Jew and the black has been his
greatest
matrix.
combination in heaven.
Well, he was such a good investment because he was always the safe investment. You never had to worry about him actually catching a body, no matter how many times he's rapping about it. No matter how many times he wants to say he's a mob boss, he is not that guy, even though there are rumors and allegations surrounding certain incidents like the passing of XXX. But the labels never had to worry about him honestly getting arrested and not being able to recoup their investment.
Yeah.
It has been the matrix It has broke the code. He sold more than anybody that you named before back in the day that was getting away with the bullshit. And because, like you said, he knows what the matrix code is, and sat down with these Jewish people that his mama.
Cooking.
That his mama that's the type of shit that they on. They sat down and agreed to, okay, well, what can I do against what this?
I wouldn't necessarily say that the mom is connected. I mean, who knows? But that is a big assumption. But it doesn't change the fact that it may have helped in their relations with the executives, with the casting directors.
Man, it's been, I looked it up. It came out May the 18th. This man let this shit cook for 8 months before he filed his lawsuit. Before he said,
he thought he was really mad at the people because it became a hit. If it went away, he wouldn't have sued.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Exactly,
Last
but
point.
it is, and so it's definitive, and so the way that people embrace him and fuck with him is totally different. And this man about to perform at the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
Arguably, he's probably going to do the most views of any Super Bowl halftime show because he's definitely going to bring out a lot of people that otherwise probably wouldn't be watching the Super Bowl. And the run that Kendrick has been on is obviously going to add to that.
Yeah. Let me say this.
Last point.
The most important thing I'm going to say is, and I think we should do the Dipset, get over it because it's important, but the last thing I'm going to say is this, guys. Hear me out real quick, is that Brian and Jock and Miss Shanika and Stanza and Ray, we are all speaking 100% real nigga shit. We are. The problem is that he's not 100% nigga. And it's just the truth. And
Case
when
closed.
shows, we gotta respect it because, like I didn't grow up in a house with a white woman.
No.
I don't know how they.
No, we don't know how they
We
go.
don't know. By the way, I see a black woman like, we don't know how they raise their kids or what they say. We don't. But he obviously knows. Drake grew up in the era where everyone gets a trophy. That's how he looked at the world. He got the biggest, but everybody.
No, I feel like that was his generation right after, but Drake definitely came from a place of privilege.
Everybody else got a trophy, and because someone got a bigger one than him, he's mad. And I would say to him as a real nigga that fucks with him, bro, air the motherfuckers out. You will get niggas fucking with you again.
I think it's too late for that.
You don't get us back. And by the way, if you didn't have niggas, white people won't fuck with you either.
Yeah, because we make it cool.
We make
That's
it
true.
cool. Niggas, so don't desert us when it's
But
money
what y'all
time.
niggas do? Y'all
Okay,
get happy
wait,
when
we
y'all
gotta
get
move on.
fucking white friends and shit
Not me.
and kiss their ass, scooter
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Yeah, man, she's going off on a tangent. But yeah, man, you can't justify the unjustifiable. You can't benefit from the system and then go sue when you're not the higher-up's favorite. You definitely knew the play when you agreed to it. And you lived it up for basically 15 years. And I don't agree with Ray saying that just air them out and everything will be okay. I think he's too far gone, pardon the pun. If he were to do something like that, let's just say way before the beef, or maybe if the beef never occurred, then that would be an entirely different story. Then honestly, I could see a ton of great equity being built from that. But doing it now, obviously people are going to see right through it. And I don't think it would have the same effect. Drake may think he's one of them, but I honestly think behind closed doors, when he's not around, they obviously see him as an outsider, even though his religious affiliations probably did help. But definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the whole situation? Do you guys think that if he were to go out and just air everybody out now, that it would help at all? I honestly think he's too far gone for that, but definitely let me know. And while you can do something, it doesn't make it right. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are freaking amazing. The channel is growing by the day, and the numbers have been going up exponentially. So I really want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you guys for making this channel a part of your day, because honestly, it is probably the biggest factor when it comes to making these videos. So I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys have to say on this topic. I hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. I bet you if Jock takes off that bucket hat, it's a luxurious perm resting underneath. Man.